Hey guys, Seton HVAC. I just got finished up for the day and look what I found. Probably the most important tool in your tool bag when it comes to keeping your customers happy on any HVAC project. Stay tuned until the end of the video and I want to talk to you about cleanliness on the job site. It's very, very important. Stay tuned. Good morning guys, Seton HVAC here. It is July 23rd, 2024, Tuesday. So after my disorganized debacle yesterday, I got myself all organized today. I got all my missing parts I need, restocked a couple things. I have Gensco delivering a few things, so we're in good shape today. Today's gonna go smooth. And I also was able to corral a guy up to come out and take a look at fixing the framing and the drywall on that hole I had to cut. So that's cool. The customer will be happy about that. I got the ball rolling, so he can come right after I'm done with the job. So yeah, everything's going smooth so far. So good today. Let's keep it up. So yeah, I'm gonna head out there and I'm going to get. I want to get all the duct work done. I gotta start with that drain off the drain pan because I can't run the supply side until I get that in place. So it'll be covered up. So I gotta get that ran. I'm just gonna pop it out the eave right there. That'll be a secondary drain. So if he sees it dripping right there, it's pretty close to their front door too, which is good. I want them to see it if it starts dripping. And then as far as tomorrow I just want to leave line hide covers, the drains that are left. I'm hoping to get all the refrigerant lines connected today too, the last two, the concealed ducted and then that other wall unit that's in Mom's room, and get it on pressure today so I can hold it overnight and then check it tomorrow. So yeah, things are rolling. So I'm gonna get this job done tomorrow, hopefully. If I have some loose ends Thursday, I do. Thursday and Friday will probably be kind of a pickup day. I got a couple jobs that I need to clean up, put line height on. I got a couple service calls that are sitting out there. Luckily, it's homes where the customer's gone. They're working out of town, so they just need it fixed before they get back. So I can head out to those, get those ACs rolling. It's funny, the one she called me yesterday, and she said the AC's out. It's the same job I was at a couple winters ago, where they put the 90% furnace up in the attic and it was freezing. And I insulated what I could, and I'm like, no, your combustion chamber's freezing up. I mean, it's not a good place for this unit. So their solution was they just put a couple little heaters up on the platform up there, which I don't know, it's kind of sketchy, but you do what you can to get your heat going in the middle of winter. So yeah, I got a lot going on. And then next week, I got a couple guys that I was able to get off that big job that I did right down the street, and they're gonna come out and do all the roto hammering, concrete cutting, and digging out for this heat pump, air handler heat pump relocation job. So I'm thinking Monday next week we'll probably be working on that. I'll get you some good shots of that, how that process works. I'll get the old system torn out, and then hopefully start putting stuff back together on Tuesday and be out of there by the end of the week, I'm hoping. Like I said, I'm as slow as can be anymore, but I'm fine with it. Like I always say, slow and steady wins the race. So yeah, we're gonna keep plugging along on these jobs. I sold another one out in a small little town out in Fossil, heat pump job. It's going to be a Bosch 18s here. What else do I got going on? I got that one job. If you look at my video, can't remember what video it is. I'll try to put a link to it. It's a heat pump that's going to have to stay in the same place, but the air handler's in a real tight crawl. And I sold them a new heat pump job, and then I'm going to have to get creative because I got to pull a new line set with getting it over to the existing heat pump location. Going to be a lot of line hide, some inside corner 90s, outside corner 90s. So that'll be a fun one to work on. And then I also sold them zoning for it, so I'm going to convert it, the upstairs and downstairs, the zoning. I'll probably go back there next week at some point. Maybe I'll have time at the end of this week to lay it out a little bit better. I don't always do the perfect layout on my sales call, if that's what you want to call it. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Life is good. Lots of work. Everybody's healthy. Let's get out to this job, and I'll get you some good shots today. All right, guys, we're back. So you can see I got all my goodies here. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my drill and spotter and head upstairs and get that drain spotted. So let's head up there. All right, guys, we're up here. I got my spotter rod in my drill. What we're going to do is go from here just straight out the eave there. I'm going to peel that insulation back and let's spot it and see where it's at outside. All right, there she is down there. Let's go see what it looks like. Okay, guys, I think we're up in here, this little porch eave, overhang, I mean. So I'm trying to try to go back that way a little bit. Otherwise, I'll have to go all the way over to there, which I don't really want to do. So let's see what kind of a pain it'll be to get over to there. I have to go about probably 4 feet over. So let's go back up and respot this. All right, so now we're just gonna go like that, back around the back side of the unit over to there. Let's spot it. All right, we got our spotter through there. Let's go outside. All right, took some doing, but I found it. It's double layers. I didn't realize 2 layers of 2x4. So there she is. Let's drill her out. All right, good news. I measured off that spotter over to there, and that was my original spot. I just didn't go through both of the 2x4s, so I'm gonna go ahead and just drill right there, and that'll put us in a perfect spot to have our drain come out, because it's right over that window, which is great for a secondary. All right, guys, I got it in there. What I'm gonna have to do is I heated that up a little bit so it's kind of soft right there. I'm gonna bend that down and clamp it real good right there over to there. I'm gonna put a little clean out tee right there. So yeah, there you have it. Let's see if I can get this clamped down and it'll actually have some fall on it. Okay, guys, she's in. So I'd like to say it was easy, but it was a pain in the butt. I know it looks easy because it's done, but I had to toe screw a 2x4 in there so I could get something to clamp that down to. And then I didn't put a T in there because my duct's gonna be over the top of it, so that would be kind of fruitless. So yeah, there was like 4 layers drilling through that. Crazy, but we're in. So let's go prep those boots now. Let's get our supply register boots in. All right, guys, we got our boots, our flex, panduit gun, crimpers, panduit straps, screws, and drill. Let me show you how you put these together. Okay, guys, customers chatted me up, so I didn't show you the other one. It's prepped over there. I'll show you how I do these. First thing I do is crimp this reducer. So it's okay to go from 10-inch flex to an 8-inch boot, because basically 10-inch flex equals 8-inch hard pipe. So we just reduce it here at the boot to our 4x14x8 boot, and I'll show you how I attach the flex to this. Okay, so I got my inner liner connected. So what I do is I use my tensioning tool / panduit gun and tighten it down, and it cuts off. And then I like to put a zip screw, 1/2-inch zip screw on each side, you know, 180 from each other, just to make sure this thing can't be pulled off ever. Let's continue on. I'll show you how I attach the boot. Okay, boot is 3 equally spaced 1/2-inch zip screws, and then get your mastic tape around there and make sure you push it down real good. Let's pull that flex over. Okay, we got our insulation over. So again, tensioning tool and then 2 zip screws on each side holds that sucker on. It'll never come off. So let me show you how I put these bat wings on. I'll show you what those are. Okay, I got my bar fold, my tongs / hand seamers, handy snips, and my button punches and my metal. Let's make these bat wings. Okay guys, here's basically what we have with the bat wing. So I just took my bar fold and bent my 3/8 over and took my tongs and bent that back, and the finished product looks like that. And when you put them on your boot, you got your button punch. You slide those on, button punch it, that locks it in place. And the nice thing about these is I only got to put one on each because I got a stud on the other side. Plus, it's drywall and wood, so I can screw this to the wood. I don't need somebody to push this on the other side. I'll just screw this down into the wood, and then the other side I can just screw from the inside of the boot to the stud, and then I just put my grill on and we're good to go. I'll make up the other one. I'll head up top and head upstairs and show you how to mount these. Alright guys, let me show you what I did there. So I got 3 screws up against that flange because it screws into wood. That'll hold that side, and then I got 2 screws on the inside of the opposite side, and I'm going to seal it off with some metal tape and then put the register on. Okay guys, so this is how I like to do it. You see it's all sealed off, taped off, and I got my 2 screws there, and then my plate on the other side screwed that way, and then it's sealed off good with the tape. Let's put the grill on. Alright, she is on. It's nice having that wood behind the drywall. Makes things a lot easier. I'm going to go do the other one, and then we will go prep that supply plenum, show you how I put the Y on there and stuff, and get those connected. Okay, supply plenum check. Our 12-10-10Y check. We got our bubble wrap, and we got our tape, crimpers and stuff that we'll need, mastic tape. Take a little bit of a water break. Let's get this plenum wrapped first, and I'm gonna bring the Y and the plenum up separate. It'd be easier to hang that plenum without the Y attached to it. So water break first. All right, I got the supply plenum all wrapped and crimped for the Y to go on. Let's head up back up into that attic and install this plenum. Okay, I got that plenum on. There's the return. So on this supply, I'm going to do like I did on the other side, mastic tape all the way around, and then I can get on the inside to get the bottom of the sides and the bottom side itself, and then I'll put that Y on there. I'll still have room to climb back in there because I'm going to run my drain up and out that way. I think that'll be the easiest. So I'll still have room. It'll be tight, but I want to get this duct in. So let's keep moving. Okay guys, I got that all sealed off, bottom sealed off on the inside. Excuse me. And I got my Y on there. I'm going to hold off on connecting any of these until I get my drain in. I think I'm going to shift gears and cut this return can in and get the grill on. I'll probably leave that flex out too. And I don't have the PVC. I thought I had enough. But if I'm going to go all the way over to there, I don't have quite enough, so I'll have to go pick some up. I got other stuff I can work on too. I'm going to get that. I can get that flare connected now, and I can get that other one connected and try to get this on test today. All right, we got our C box, 14 by 14 to 12. Our filter grill. Yeah, I just cut my finger, so I used some mastic tape as a band-aid. Our filter grill and our filter. 14 by 14 filter, and then our 12-inch return that'll tie to that right hand side of the air handler, and it's going sidewall just next to the access. So let's go mark it out and put it in. All right, I got my hole marked out, so I had to be that far off just to miss the blocking and stuff here. And then if you look, I had to be down. I wanted it to be probably higher, but if you look here, I have a block with a box on it. I probably could have carved through that because it's not doing anything, but why make more work for myself? So I just started it so the top's right below that. So if you look, it's a good spot for it, and it'll miss the chair here that pushes back, so they'll be able to change their filter real easily. So let's get to cutting. And just to show you guys, so when I do my sawzall, I just drill out the opposite corners. Things go and then around with my sawzall. I don't have to try to start it with my sawzall blade, which is really tough to do. And there she be. Let's grab that can and throw it in. Okay guys, can's in. So just like the the supply registers. It's all taped off, sealed off. Let's put the grill in. All right, guys, I'm on my way out. So there was a bunch of missing footage there. A lot of things I did that I didn't get video of. So what happened was, after I got that, excuse me, I got a lot of insulation in me. After I got that return can in, I got that grill on there. Right when I got that filter grill on, my guys who were doing that repair for me showed up. So, you know, there was some downtime there, not really video worthy. So we chatted a little bit about what needed to be done, you know, walked it and everything, laid them out. And then after that, I'm like, shoot, it's starting to look like a tornado up here. So I got my my little Milwaukee shop vac and my Lysol wipes, vacuumed everything real good upstairs, all 3 rooms, wiped everything down, hands and knees, wiping the floor, getting everything clean. Because if you don't do that, so I kind of annoy people when I'm working with them, because I don't wait till the end of the day to clean up like most people do, especially in the HVAC trades. You know, usually they're tripping over stuff, and I just can't do that. I have to stop and clean. Once I'm done with the chore, I like to stop and clean up that area and move on to the next, because a couple things happen. One, you don't work as fast when you're working like that, and 2, you start tracking stuff into other portions of the house or building or wherever you happen to be working, and making a big mess, making things worse. And the last thing I want to do is you know, do a good job for a customer, you know, do an awesome project that works well, but then find out that they're not so happy with how I left their house. You know, there's drywall dust here, there's, you know, fingerprints there. It's very, very, very important. You know, you can do the nicest job on a HVAC system, but if you leave a fingerprint on something on their wall, that's all they're going to remember of you. They don't care about anything else most of the time. Nobody wants to clean up after you, so clean up after yourself. That's the lesson of today. It makes you work faster, and it makes the customer much happier, much happier. It kind of reminds me of a time, shoot, it's probably been 25 years now. I was working in this really nice house, and we were pulling out an old oil furnace, and we were changing it to natural gas. We were pulling their old oil furnace out, and you could tell the customer's carpet was kind of pulled up, like they were getting ready to replace it. So, you know, we were going to lay drop cloths down, and I start to do it, and the customer goes, hey, don't worry about the drop cloths, because we're replacing this carpet anyway. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, you know, we drag this thing across this carpet, and we get oil, you know, soot everywhere on this old carpet. But we're like, okay, well, they're tearing it out anyway. Well, we get the job done, and 3 days later, the boss calls us into the office, and he goes, guess what, guys? We're paying for a whole new carpet for their basement at this that house you guys were at last week. So, lesson is, you know, protect the area that you're working around. Don't take the customer's word for it if it's okay. You know, if it's not okay with you, it's not okay with anybody. I don't care if you know, you're on a dirty concrete floor. If there's a chance that a customer's going to you know, make you pay to clean it or something, protect it. Protect everything. Take your shoes off if there's any carpeted areas, always. Hardwoods, I don't worry about it so much, because I'm going to get on my hands and knees and clean it and wipe it down. So, that's my lesson of the day, I guess, is cleanliness on the job, because I know that a lot of guys are sloppy. I've seen their messy work trucks. I've seen their messy apartment or whatever. You know, nobody wants you to infiltrate that into their house. So, the moral of the story, keep things clean. You know, nobody wants you to make their house dirty. Sorry, I got distracted there at the roundabouts. I always do. Lost my train of thought for a second. But moral of the story, which I'll say again, pretend that if you make one mark on something that you're going to lose the entire project. And I mean that. Be very, very careful about cleanliness and scratches, anything. Always protect everything you work on. That's all I'm going to say about that. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, and I will see you tomorrow.